seems to be stuck.
Interesting.
Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the so-called Prince of the Comet. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelemon. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying Queen Vlaakith. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus is no more. It is not just improbable, it is impossible. Kithrak Voss and his red dragon slayed the fell prince. You could no more resurrect him than you could glue together the pile of ashes he became. My Vash taught that the silver bells of Vlaakith's court still ring out before every hunt in celebration of the prince's defeat. As a child, I longed to hear them for myself, and sing in praises to the deathless queen and her Githraki. Tiamat's emissary. It was he who carried word that Mother Gith had negotiated the gift of the dragons, and that Vlaakith I would preside as queen of the Githyanki. Ephelemon remains the queen's consort to this day, as endless as the empire he now serves. Anything more?
Let's crack it open.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
That way.
One mind. did. She gives them to you fully formed. Can you hear her?
You seek arms. I seek a warrior worthy to bear them. Took a liking to you, did she? Watch yourself. She breaks her toys once she's done with them. Get moving, will you?
Brothers, sister, pray with me while we wait.
I'm not worthy.
A little discourse.
I never learned the words.
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind. Of many parts, one whole. In her name, her design.
To stand this close to her power. I never thought I'd make it.
I wouldn't have if not for the...
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. No doubt. Isn't for me to question them above me. I'm sure you know your business. I'll see they get all the help they need, true soul. And they'll need quite a bit.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened. The guilty here hears blame in every breath. But you're among friends here, true soul. Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together. And quite a fool who'd draw their ire. Hmm? I'm not the one putting on an act, true soul. Though I'd mind how well you mouth your prayers. Spend enough time in this place, and you might just start to believe them. But look at me, preaching, and when I'm only here to serve. Anything to trade, true soul? An honor, Trousseau.
And this was funny when it was just goblins branding arses, but you lot mean business, eh?
I never learned the words.
Yes, in this tower, she gives something big.
You're the biggest thing here. Nothing to be afraid of, lass.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here.
For a moment, you do hear it. Flesh sliding on stone, like a living being extending through the walls.
Big! In walls above! Maybe. Whole tower. Loudest near kitchen. But big band. Not allowed to pet nose. You find meat? You share.
Don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain flopping around in her skull.
Stink of dead gods and dust. This ruin is scarcely worthy of our absolute.
Might as well.
A long way to go still.
These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw, furless one. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. It is a name I earned through bloodshed and death. Unfortunately, the more ignorant here refuse to use it. Fluffers, they call me. Idiots. I intend to. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! Luck is not needed. Merely patience and a thirst for blood. Hunt fast and hunt well.
Ah, excellent choice. Of course.
am I to do?
Salutations. Let's go.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. I have. It is one thing to hear her voice. Quite another to feel the power she can grant. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
The weight of the assault drives the gnoll to his knees, defiance melting away like snow in summer.
For all the power she lends us, I am still only an imperfect vessel. Here. I meant this as a treat for Barnabas. But he doesn't deserve it now. You'll do well when you meet the Absolute, I think. Please, Threll. And you will be called to ascend to the tower top. Many have gone before you, though not all have returned. A second chance, loves. Don't waste it.
Could be useful.
I won't fail the Absolute like the others. Honest.
Calls us all to hers.
Araj Oblodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul, and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Please. You think someone in my line of work wouldn't recognize a vampire spawn when they see one? I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one. if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your vampiric friend.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? Ah, it's like that. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I suppose you have a point.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, hells.
Not to your taste.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use. Welcome back, true soul. Come back any Welcome back, true soul. Oh? I'm afraid I have quite enough for my purposes. From you, at least. If you know of any other true souls willing to aid my research, though, do send them my way. Araj O'Blordra. Should you be interested, I have a particular offer I'd like. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent... Just a little prick, and it's all... There we are. Pray in many moons, Araj.
Keep your distance, darling. All right.
Welcome back, true soul. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. Just a little... There we are.
Assume nothing.
Araj, should you be interested, I have a with one drop, I can brew... Just a little... There we are.
What a day.
I applaud your taste. Immediately.
Saving that.
My pleasure.
She sees everything we are. Do you understand? There is no hiding from her.
So this is the abode of our dear Absolute.
On it.
It was an honor to walk the shadows at your side.
Even though you
will come in handy.
Plant one.
Any one of them could be elevated to true soul, should they accept the absolute.
Ugh. Then I shall have to keep them busy.
All's well.
All right.
You're mistaken, surely.
I am.
But we've seen... what? 5 true souls sent for an audience?
And not a single one came back down from the tower top. Must have been unworthy.
It is impossible to keep a garment clean down here.
You'll find it all the harder once we're off on the march.
If you think I'm walking...
You ought to be kinder, you know. To the prisoners, I mean. Any one of them could be elevated to true soul, should they accept it.
Then I shall have... rain.
Conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your reasoning is hard to argue with. You're free to speak to the prisoners.
If he saves us, I'll never hear the end of it. You want to help? The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're in.
I can't read bloody minds. Go on, before someone sees.
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? Barcus is out here? Didn't think he had the stones. Well, if he sent you, you're no slave to the Absolute. You're a damn wolf among sheep, aren't you? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn. We've got a plan, for us and the tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for.
Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hellscape.
And I'll be right alongside you.
There's a pier nearby.
Hardly a challenge.
Direct me. May it please, Mistra.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. You managed to talk your way in. No easy feat.
I crave blood. Repositioning.
You murdered someone in view of a guard. Perhaps unsurprisingly, you're under arrest. You've convinced them, for now, but try...
Watch your back. Go.
Charmed, I'm sure. Most excellent.
You spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Regardless, know this. I am the warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to Disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side. My, they are letting all sorts become a true soul these days. He is chief advisor to General Ketherick, and one of the Absolute's favored. His necromancy is second only to the General's. It is an honor to serve him. Indeed. But all are kept out of reach and under constant surveillance in the office above. Prison security is my highest priority.
I'd bet my last copper there's a pier.
Have you?
Fair point.
Careful, I might. Simple. Over here. Let's hope for gold.
Yes? Very well.
How delicious. On the hunt. A little small talk.
At the ready. To new horizons.
Must have been unworthy. It is impossible to keep a garment clean down here.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day.
As you wish.
Ever at your service. Ever at your service.
I wonder what the next move is.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
An honor.